Beanbag Bonanza, event number 3. 10 players, 2 heats, girls and boys. Girls always start first. All right. The color beanbag is placed in the center of each team's center triangle. So there are the solid color beanbaggers right here. Okay. Player number 1 has the striped beanbag in their hand. So player number 1, farthest from their diagonal, has a striped beanbag in their hand. On the horn, players switch striped beanbag for colored beanbag in the triangle. Each player switches the beanbag the first time. Number 5 switches it and passes it to number 1. The play continues, so each player has 2 turns as they go through. The second time number 5 goes in, they do not switch the bags. Rather, he or she runs in to touch, tip, or knock down their scoring pin with their hand and has possession of the solid colored bag wins. So we'll know if they have the striped beanbag, they goofed somewhere along the way. So the horn blows. Player number 1, and I'm going to go right to the next screen just right quick to make the point, and then I'll come right back. Player number 1, all the players, when they come in, they need to place the bag on the floor. They don't throw the bag. Now, we have to use some judgment in that, but bags that are thrown on the floor will be counted as incorrect. So they need to make sure that they push that bag down. Now, you got to realize they're picking up another bag. So, honestly, they got to go all the way down anyway, all right? So make sure that they are placing the bag down. All right, back to where we were at. So, horn blows, and player number 1 with the striped beanbag goes in, places the beanbag in the middle, comes back out, and gives it to player number 2. One of the big things, just like with the toes, their toes need to be behind the line. This beanbag must stay inside your triangle. If at any time it breaks the plane on the outside, it will be disqualified. So make sure that that your players keep inside the lines, okay? Back and forth, back and forth. Once player 5 gets it, he or she goes in, they place the beanbag in here, then they come right back out, and they hand it to player 1. The play starts all over again. Player 5, go right behind and get back into line, okay? And then it goes all the way through a second time. Once player 4 goes, does the swap, comes right back and gives it to player 5. Player 5 goes straight for the scoring pin. And at that time, player 5 should have the solid colored beanbag in their hand. So it goes by very fast. It's a very quick game. It's a great game, but you got to make sure good handoffs. Your hands can be across the line is fine. Toes must be behind the line. Question is, player 5 does not need to go around the pin after the second round. Good question. So when player 4 goes in, makes the swap, comes out to player 5. Player 5 does not have to go around. Player 5 goes straight into the center, okay, or in for the scoring pin. So player 5 does not need to go around this. Goes straight for the scoring device, okay? Good question. Good question. Any other questions on that one? Okay. All right, great. Good group. I think we got some veteran coaches on here. Wonderful. I love it. All right. We talked about that. Three-legged race. Here we go. Three-legged race.